everyone, Sophia here. Welcome back to my Etsy shop, Frenchy and Tubby. I'm going to feature 7 new items for the shop going live tomorrow at 5 p.m. I took a break last week. To be honest, I just didn't have the time to do any Etsy, but I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. And I'm excited about the items today because I have some really good stuff. It's porcelain, ceramic, lots of crystal, all vintage. Let's get started. You saw the thumbnail. I'm super excited about this, not just because it's an egg coddler and you already recognize it from Royal Worcester, but it's the biggest one they have. It's called the Maxime. It comes brand new in the box. Royal Worcester egg coddler. So you've heard me talk about egg coddlers before. This one is from the 1970s. It's pretty much brand new in the box. They are heavy porcelain egg makers, basically. So it comes with a chrome lid, and you boil water in a pot. I'll go through the process again with you. You boil water in the pot. You open this screw top. Look at this, right? Put a little bit of butter or spray or whatever, and then you scramble eggs, or you do regular eggs, and you put them in there. You add cheese, scallion, whatever you want, okay? And you close this. Make sure the lid is properly screwed on, and you just dump this in your boiling water. And there's a particular time that is needed depending on what it is that you're making. It comes with a cookbook, Royal Worcester Maxime cookbook. So in it you could do consommé chiffonade, royal welcome, scampi, all sorts of things. It's really cool. And then the coddled egg recipe right here, and this one says 8 to 9 minutes until the eggs are set, and then that's for one serving. Tabasco sauce, you name it. So it comes with the box, the recipe book, and let me give you a better close-up on this particular one. It's called Strawberry Field right here. So it has kind of a polychrome look. Strawberries with some foliage, and then we have a butterfly, another bunch of strawberries right here, and then there's a bumblebee. Look at the bumblebee. Isn't it cool? This is the biggest one they make. They make some that are about this big for 1 egg. They have another one for 2 eggs. They have the king size. This is the Maxime. Maxime, I think you can do up to probably 4 eggs in it, large eggs. They are highly collectible. This one is particularly collectible because it's a Maxime. You don't find a lot of them. You'll find a lot of the regular size and the king. And it's also from the 70s, so it's 50 something years old. There's a lot of collectors out there for Royal Worcester's porcelain egg coddler. And again, this one is ready to be gifted because it comes in its original box with the recipes, and the box is in perfect condition. There's no ding, nothing, no stains. So I have no call outs for this particular item. I think this is going to fly off the shelf. So if you want it, 5 p.m. tomorrow. I usually post around 4:59. So it's on at 5 p.m. If you don't see it on the main page, you'll have to go into the categories, and it's going to be in vintage kitchen. Okay, that's where you'll find it. When I come back, crystal. I just reset my camera to factory default, so if it looks a little bit different than the usual, that's probably why. Let me start with crystal. I actually have 3 crystal items, so what I'm going to do is kind of like stagger them in between everything that I have. This is Mikasa, and I absolutely love Mikasa crystal. It's very heavy, it's very clear crystal. This one is fairly modern. It's from 1999. It's from the teardrop pattern, and it's a bowl. Look at this. So it's a salad bowl, a fruit salad bowl, a entryway kind of decorative item. It is stunning. This is one of my favorite, and you know that I do not care much for modern designs when it comes to crystal, but this I couldn't pass it. So it's kind of a square shape, flared on all sides, and it's really heavy and really thick. Matter of fact, let me measure that for you. I have no call outs for this one. It's in perfect condition, absolute perfect condition. It is almost a half an inch in terms of thickness, a little bit under a half an inch. That gives you an idea of how thick this crystal is. It has these vertical cuts all along and on all sides. Look at the sparkle on this thing. It is such a beautiful piece. It's contemporary, but I think that crystal is kind of timeless. When it comes to design, it really doesn't matter. When you have a beautiful piece like this, it's a statement piece no matter what. And again, no call outs. It is in perfect condition. I don't have any cloudiness, nothing on it. So it's Mikasa teardrop pattern. It really is beautiful. Look at it on the inside. Look at that. They're gorgeous. I need to get rid of my fingerprints on it. I don't know if you can see them, but it's gonna get polished before I put it in box. So yeah, Mikasa crystal, 1999, teardrop pattern. It is 925 across, 925 the other way, and the height is 5 inches. So it's a good size. Definitely you can serve food in it if that's what you choose to do. I would put fruit salad in it. I think it would be very appropriate. If you have some either silver plate or silver or even acrylic, you know, those transparent serving spoons and forks or salad serving utensil would be perfect. Or you can, again, just use it as a decorative piece and put a bunch of stuff in it. Why not use it as a vase? You can also put water in it and have floating candles. Lots of usage because it is so wide on top. You can do a lot of things with it. I personally would just display it, but that's me. You know how I am, right? Every surface has got to have a decorative item on it. My third item, oh man, these are absolutely beautiful and they can be quite expensive. They are plates. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I had the Lamberton plates from Trenton Lamberton Pottery Works. These are from Woods and Son. They are from the 1940s and they remind me of the Friendly Village. They are ironstone plates and they're different. Okay, so Woods and Son started in 1865 and they pretty much folded in the 80s, but these are from the 1940s. They have gold accent and it's transferware. So it's called Ascot Serving Plate by Wood and Son, England, on alpine white ironstone. And it says ironstone on the back. Here's the village with the thatch roof. And you have florals all around, scallop edges, again, gold accent on it. They are slightly bold shape, so you could use them as charger plates if you wanted to, around Thanksgiving, for instance, or you can use them as decorative plate on a wall. They are absolutely beautiful. This one is in superb condition. I'm looking at it. Maybe like a little bit of fading of the gold here. They don't have any chips. A little bit of crazing. I don't even think you can see the crazing. It's expected. They're from the 40s. And then the other one is another view, probably of the same village. Again, it's called Ascot Serving Plate by Wood and Son, England, on alpine white. So here's the other plate. You can definitely use them as decorative plates because they are different. In a hallway, in your dining room, it's so pretty. It's a forest green color, and I'm looking at this one. Now they're in amazing condition. They really are. I'm checking. There's no chip. Nothing. Beautiful plates. Look at the back. And they're nice. And they're different. You probably won't see much of those around. Little views of England. Charming, quaint little village. Charging plates. They are 10 1/4 across. So definitely dinner plate or charging plate. They'd be beautiful on your Thanksgiving table. So I have 2 of these in really good condition considering their age. When I come back, another piece of crystal. There's a lot of people out there who collect Gorham crystal, and I personally love Gorham crystal just as much as I was going to say Mikasa. Truth be known, I love old crystal. But Gorham crystal is something else. So this is crystal from Germany. Gorham is not a German brand, but the crystal is from Germany. And the pattern is Altea. And Altea, I used to have in the shop a bowl that was gone the same night. And if you want more of it, by the way, let me pull that out so it doesn't break. I now have 2 more of the large one. I have a medium one and a small one, all in the Altea pattern. But this is darling. It's Altea pattern, and that pattern for Gorham was between, they didn't make it for very long. They made it between 1982 and 1988, so it's definitely vintage. Are you ready for this? It's an apple crystal box. It's the cutest thing. Look at this. So it's the Gorham Altea pattern. Look at the top. Obviously you can recognize it, but if you have anything that's Altea, it's very similar to the teardrop in that it's vertical cuts, but it's a crystal box. And it's a crystal box that doesn't have an edge here for the rim. So you can actually use this as a bowl if you wanted to and put that aside, or you use it as a little candy dish or any kind of trinket or jewelry. Look at this thing. It is so pretty. You know, I have a thing for crystal boxes, right? It's usually the sound that they make. I've explained before, or maybe I need to not explain how weird I am. But this is the Apple Altea pattern by Gorham between 1982 and 1986. This one is in pristine condition. I really wish I had the box. Matter of fact, when I found it, it was in a Lenox box, and I thought it was a Lenox. But no, they put it in the Lenox box in order to send it to the donation where I found it. It is so pretty. Look at this. It's unusual, isn't it? Usually you find, I call them caskets or coffins, crystal boxes in a square, heart shape. I think I have a tiny little one right here that's going to be in the shop in a couple of weeks. No, I'm not letting you in. You're going to break stuff. Or you'll find them in this one. I might as well show you previews, right? Egg shape. I love crystal boxes. But this one is so different because it's an apple. So teachers appreciation. The end of the year is coming soon for most of us in terms of schools. So if you have a teacher you want to show appreciation for, why not give a crystal? I'm not letting you in. I can't let her in. I have way too much on the shelf right now. Why not give the teacher an apple, a crystal apple? Wouldn't it be a great gift? I think it would be a great gift. And believe it or not, this is actually not expensive. I'm just throwing this up there. It's a very reasonable item. Okay, next is porcelain. And this one is, I thought it was a Lenox. It's not. Actually, it's German. And it's a brand called Reichenbach. I put it right here. Look at this. Look at this vase. Doesn't it look like a Lenox? It's ivory bone china. It's got a little bit of an emboss right here. Beautiful flowers. We have a chrysanthemum, some forget-me-nots all around. It's not a very vibrant vase. Gold accent in perfect condition. No call-outs on this one. And it's signed with the old Reichenbach logo. So I did a little bit of research. And I thought, well, this gotta be 1980s. It looks like a 1980s vase. That's their stamp for the 1940s. After that, they joined forces with Carlston, I think, or Carlston, as a brand, and their stamp would say R. Carlston underneath it. And that happened in 1949. So this is prior to 1949. It is in amazing condition considering its age. And it really does look like it's a 1980s production, but nope. If you look at the stamp and you study the company's stamp, it's from prior to 1949. It's beautiful. What a beautiful vase. I had one very similar, and I think I still have it. That is a Lenox, I believe, that is in the shop right now. So why not get both? Because they are similar. That way you can have like a little bit of a collection or a pair on a mantle or on a shelf. A little bit of, I'm not going to say fading, I would say a little bit of oxidation maybe, or tarnish on the gold right here, but the gold is intact. It's not damaged or anything. It's such a pretty, elegant vase. The mouth is rather small, so you want to put big bloom on there, because that way they take a lot of room. Perfect idea would be chrysanthemum or peonies would be perfect. When you have a small opening like this, you just want to put maybe 3 blooms, but they got to be really big. So that way they take over and make a big shape on top, and the vase is underneath it. It doesn't, it won't overpower the vase, but you will be using it more effectively than if you try to put a whole bunch of flowers in here and they end up sticking straight because the opening is so narrow. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, big peonies, chrysanthemum. Why not put sunflowers, like really big blooms? That's what I would put in this. It's a gorgeous vase. 1949 or before, Reichenbach, Bavaria. When I come back, more crystal, and that one is quite something. So as I was researching this piece of crystal, I realized, or I came to realize, that Waterford crystal did not name all of their pattern. They actually have, in particular in the 1980s, a whole series of decorative vases, bowls, and other, plates, candelabra, you name it, with no name. Not only are they not named, but they were also not really numbered either. And I found this one. It has the vintage Waterford signature on it, which is not the one with the seahorse. You'll know what I'm talking about. But look at this. I've never seen this pattern before. It is crystal, Waterford crystal, Ireland. It's so different. It's so unique. And my light here doesn't give it justice. This thing has so much sparkle to it. I don't think it shows on camera. It just refracts light all over the place. If you put this in the sun, you're going to have hundreds of rainbows on your wall. So it's multifaceted with some areas with no cuts. It's very smooth. It's 8 inches. Let me make sure. 1980s, no name pattern. I call it the prism vase. It's 8 inches tall by 375 wide. And the signature is etched. Let me find it. It's really tiny. It took me a while to find it too. I was jumping up and down when I realized it was a Waterford. It's right here. I don't even think you're going to be able to see it on camera. But it says Waterford right here, and it's the old signature. Look at this thing. It does look like prism, right? Oh, what a beautiful vase. Medium size, tall, sturdy stems, perfect for roses. You can put peonies too. Anything with sturdy stem. You don't want anything that droops out of a vase like this, because it doesn't really have the flared mouth or neck to allow for the flower to rest on it. No call outs on it. It's in absolutely superb condition. And trust me, I went through all the cuts. I don't have a flea bite. I don't have a chip. No cloudiness. This thing is like brand new. It's from the 80s. And I didn't know that Waterford made crystal they did not name. Isn't it beautiful? Such a pretty vase. So it's a great gift. Another gift for a teacher if you want. Okay. My last item is a teapot. You probably saw it on my shelf for a couple of weeks now. Man, I love it. This is a Shawnee teapot, and Shawnee is interesting because they don't have to sign the pieces with a big Shawnee USA or whatever underneath it. You recognize the glaze right away. Here it is. This is called the Bellflower Teapot by Shawnee. Beautiful turquoise / teal color. This is, I'm going to say, 6 to 8 cups. It's in unbelievable condition. So you can see the bell flowers here, right? And it has this kind of like drape right here. And it's on both sides. The teapot, the spout is perfect. This teapot is in such a good condition. The only call out I can give you is a tiny ding or chip right here. Do you see it on the inner rim? Once you close it, you don't see it. And again, people who put hot water in a cold teapot, what happens is that you end up having crazing on the inside. Do you see the crazing with a little bit of discoloration? It's not going through the teapot. The teapot doesn't leak or anything, but the glaze is what's recognizable when it comes to Shawnee. Now let me show you, because I have another piece of Shawnee right here. You're gonna recognize it right away. Okay, so on this piece of Shawnee, you can see that there's the glaze, but there's areas where the glaze kind of like slipped or dripped away from the design. It's like this for most Shawnee pieces. And you're gonna see the same thing here, where it's raised, the glaze, because they use a glaze that is so fluid, it kind of like runs away from it. So it gives you this two-tone, basically, look to it. So look at the shape. What year do you think this is? I mean, very obviously we're in the Art Deco period still, right? This is not mid-century modern yet. This is prior. This teapot is from the 1940s. Look at the condition, considering it's from the 1940s, and from the crazing on the inside, clearly it's been loved and used. This is not a self-straining teapot, just need to add that. And again, the only little call out that I have is that little chip right here on the inner ring. Who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna fault you for that when considering the teapot is 80 years old. Look at this. Isn't it fabulous? I know somebody wants it. Just the bellflower design itself and the handle. This screams Art Deco. It's beautiful. So it's the tail end of Art Deco, because Art Deco is more like 2030s, but they still had some in the 40s. It's so pretty. And I love the color. That teal turquoise color. You are beautiful. Okay. I think I went through all 7 items. So you're probably going to ask me, what would I keep? Without any hesitation, you know I would keep this. I've acquired quite a lot of crystal boxes in the past couple of weeks. Every time I see one that I really, really like, I pretty much take it. But I like the square ones. I like the flat ones, the horizontal ones, even the heart shape, but they have to have a flat top. So that's the reason why I'm letting this one go into the shop, because it's also beautiful. And I would absolutely keep the Waterford vase. I think it's gorgeous. And I would keep the plates. I would put them on the wall. And you know, plates on the wall is back as a trend. So is maximalism. Aren't you happy? Finally, I knew it was going to come back. So yeah, maximalism is back. We want stuff, okay? And you also want my stuff. Let's look at a little preview here, because I had a big haul last week. Look at this. This is quite rare. Another rain's bottom, Roseville. I have some Port Marion. This I can't find out who it is yet, but I know it's about the same time period than the teapot. This is another teapot that's coming up soon, highly collector's item. Let me see. Oh, Paragon. I'm all excited about the stuff I have in the shop coming up soon. This is interesting, actually. This is Amethyst by Mikasa. Amethyst satin. I've never seen that one before. It needs to be thoroughly cleaned. But anyway, you can see, right, that I have quite a lot. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So tell me down below, which one is your favorite? Is it the teapot? Is it the Gorham apple? Is it the Reichenbach vase from the 40s? Is it the plates? I'm pretty sure the coddler is gonna last about 10 seconds on the shop. Let's look at it again, because I'm sure you gotta make a decision now, right? Maxime, the largest size, okay, and the Royal Worcester, 1970s strawberry field. I had quite a few coddlers, but you know, I sold them, right? Because I was not using them, but I know that there's people who collect them. So tell me down below which one is your favorite. All of these items will be live in the shop tomorrow, May 16th at 5 p.m. All right? Thumbs up if you liked it. I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.